When I was 12 years old, my mum had just started letting me stay home alone. It felt like a rite of passage. We lived in a peaceful, quiet neighborhood, the kind of place where you never felt the need to lock the door twice. One weekend night, my parents went out and left me with $20 for pizza and free reign of the house. I was deep into my third playthrough of James Bond, Nightfire on my PS2 when the doorbell rang. I raced downstairs, cash in hand, and opened the door. The pizza guy didn't look right. He had a grimy beard, thick glasses, and a dark trucker's cap. He handed me the pizza box, stared inside the house, and asked in a weird tone, "You alone here?" My instincts screamed. I answered, "My parents are on their way back." Dumb answer, I know. But I was just a kid. I ate, wrapped the leftovers, and went back upstairs. Hours later, past 11 p.m., the doorbell rang again. I assumed it was my parents, but when I called out Mum, Dad, a stranger's voice replied, "Hey, I need help." Panic crept in. I didn't look out the window. I ran upstairs, grabbed the house phone in my parents' room, and called my mum's cell. She was mid-dinner, but my words sobered her up instantly. Then I heard something horrifying. A gate creak. Someone was entering the backyard. She told me to stay locked inside her room. I whispered, "What if he tries the den window?" And that's when I heard it. The footsteps, inside the house. They were soft, careful, moving slowly across the wood floor downstairs. I could barely breathe. When the intruder reached my parents' bedroom door, he tried the doorknob again and again, then knocked gently without saying a word. My 12-year-old self froze under the bed, too scared to speak or cry. Mom kept whispering updates. Police were coming. Minutes later, a voice finally called out my name. A police officer. I opened the door to find 2 officers upstairs, 2 more downstairs. Turns out, the back door was ajar, and the sliding window was open. That's how he got in. I told the police everything, especially about the pizza guy asking if I was alone. My parents came home in a panic and took me back to Journeys the next day to identify the delivery driver. He wasn't there. The manager got defensive when we described him and told us to leave. We never went back. I'll never forget the feeling of that night. The footsteps, the window tapping, and the stranger who somehow knew I was home alone.